As you know, it has been E3 week this week, and this is an MWeb Gamezone special edition episode because we're gonna be high five. Yeah, that's right. That's how badass this week's episode is gonna be. If you want to catch all the latest gaming news when it comes to E3, what you have to do is go to mweb.co.za/games, and we've got it all, so you won't miss a single bit of info. Let's kick this episode off.
This is the news on Gamezone TV.
One of the biggest things to come out of the Microsoft E3 conference this year was Halo 4's new 8 minutes of footage. One of the reasons it was so exciting was that you don't just fight the Covenant, there's some other new kind of bad guy, and I think they look really cool. Personally, I was getting pretty bored of fighting the Covenant. We've seen so many Halo games as a result, and it was supposed to be a trilogy, and I wasn't really keen on fighting the Covenant. Even at the beginning of the trailer, you see a whole bunch of Covenant guys walk in, and then all of a sudden, it goes haywire. But at the beginning, I was like, oh, this could be really boring. And at the end of the trailer, I was like, that's right! I need a new bad guy. I need a new enemy to fight. And these guys look so much more badass than the Covenant. So I'm really looking forward to Halo 4. Nintendo are often criticized for not having enough titles at launch. This has happened with the 3DS and the Nintendo Wii, but with the Wii U, they are not making this mistake. At launch, we're going to be seeing 23 new titles that they announced right at E3, including Pikmin and Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land's a little confusing for me. I don't know how I feel about it, and if I'm actually even interested, but Pikmin looks really cool.
Get ready for the next battle. Fist like Tekken, jump kick, put tips on you in a second.
Snoop Dogg has made an appearance on Gamezone TV before, but he comes back because he signed a contract to do a song for the new Tekken Tag tournament. It's very interesting because the song is actually pretty cool. It's called Knock Him Down, and you get to play on Snoop Dogg's boss stage. It's going to be available on the Wii U, so there's going to be a touch screen, and I don't know if that means you're just going to be able to flip cash into the audience with the touch screen before you make a fight. I don't know, pour some champagne, motion controller style on some hose, but that's because that's what you did. Why would Snoop Dogg be involved in a fighting game? Hey, I'm not complaining. He's the boss dog, and you get to sit in his throne on the stage with two hoes next to him. It's just that's what he calls them, right?
No,
I'm not being sexist, right?
You have to call them that.
That's what. If you are in a bikini next to Snoop Dogg, you automatically are calling yourself a hoe. But I mean, that's what he calls you. You get it's like a label.
For all the viewers out there, just know that behind this camera, I'm shaking my head at Grant right now.
I'm not saying it's right.
You're a dirty Grant.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what he calls them. One of the great showpieces that came out at E3 this year was The Last of Us 7 minutes of gameplay that we actually got to see. It is mind-blowing, and you've got to check them out for yourself. The link is in the description down below. Go check it because there were people cheering, and I was basically cheering in my lounge as I was watching the live stream. It is wild. Ubisoft are trying to do very similar things, and I'm excited about Ubisoft's offering, like the new Splinter Cell and Watch Dogs, but I don't think they are getting it quite right. They feel like it's kind of the same game with different veneers. Is my cat scratching a leg?
Oh no.
Sorry about that. Anyway, so The Last of Us looks great. It's doing what they're doing properly. It's that time of the month again, 2UP Gamers, and this time the highlight is Mandy Meredith from Core. Welcome to Gamezone TV.
Thank you, Grant.
The special thing about Mandy is that she heads up Nintendo's PR for the entire South Africa, and it's very exciting to have you here. I have a question that's on every South African's mind, every South African gamer's mind. How well is Nintendo doing in South Africa?
Well, it's actually doing very well, Grant. If you look at statistics from 2011 December, there are about 220,000 Wii consoles in South African homes, which is quite phenomenal when you look at the sales of PS3 and how well that was doing. The Wii console, the current Wii console, is one of the best-selling third-generation consoles in South Africa. In terms of the 3DS, when you look at the category as a whole, we're looking at about between 90,000 and 100,000 South Africans who actually own either a DS Lite, a 3DS, or a DSi XL.
In a country that doesn't have the Nintendo legacy like the UK or the US, what are South Africans' favorite games?
Well, basically, Mario, the Mario franchise is doing extremely well in South Africa. I mean, Mario is a complete favorite. I mean, globally and also obviously in South Africa. You know, when you look at the launch of Mario Kart 7 for 3DS, it did phenomenally well in terms of sales. And when you actually look at Mario Tennis Open, which is just actually launched, you know, last Friday, the 25th of May, you know, Mario is a clear favorite. Other titles such as Resident Evil, I mean, when you look at Capcom, also extremely fantastic, you know, franchises doing really, really well, and obviously, you know, used on Nintendo 3DS consoles, which is fantastic for us.
Can you shed some light on what Nintendo's planning towards the end of the year in terms of what's happening in South Africa?
So basically, we've got a lot of exciting things coming out of E3. So, you know, one of which is obviously going to be the Nintendo Wii U, which we're very excited about, and we hope that all South Africans out there are very excited about it. It's going to be a phenomenal console. You know, when you look at trailers and all of that stuff online, you know, it's going to be absolutely amazing. They're already announcing, you know, launch titles coming for Wii U, which is also quite exciting in terms of hardcore titles. So, you know, watch your space and start saving for your Wii U.
Take my money now. Take my money now. Take my money now.
Now it's time for community stuff.
A lot of our community are huge PlayStation heads, and that's a great thing. We all love PlayStation. In fact, we love games all over. So what we've done is we've put together a PlayStation Plus tutorial on what is PlayStation Plus, an offering that Sony have spoken at length about at E3 and all the new stuff that's coming with it, so that guys locally can understand what it is and why they should subscribe. Contrary to popular belief, especially by Xbox and PC players, PlayStation is an online console and there's so much it can do on the internet. PlayStation Plus just adds value to that, and the best service to use is MWeb, of course, and you can get a great uncapped package from them. Go check it out. We prioritize gaming services and networks, so you'll have the best gaming experience on your PlayStation through an MWeb account. Thank you for watching this E3 special episode of Gamezone TV. Next week we'll have a very exciting episode. You have to stay tuned to see it because we got a new format that's slowly being introduced. Thanks to my man Nick. Nick is the man behind the cam, and we're gonna be doing some rad stuff. And thanks for being a part of the local gaming industry and helping us contribute and create so much hype. Have a rad gaming weekend. Don't do drugs. Stay in school, and high five a stranger.